All right. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right.
Let's do it.
Hi, I'm. What are we calling this, John?
I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna call it. I think that's part of the process too.
All right. So,
Hello.
my name is Scott Zerzicki,
My name is John French.
and we are trying an experiment, a filmmaking experiment. First of all, we're trying to create a podcast talking about film ideas.
More about not like we're not gonna review movies and shit, but
No.
in terms of like creativity and like coming up with ideas
Yeah.
and
Here's
behind
the
the
thing.
scenes stuff.
John French and I
Lay it on me,
have lived in Los Angeles for a long time. We've worked
14
quite extensively
years.
in reality TV.
Ugh.
And we find that we went to film school and grew up trying to make movies in order to make movies. So this is an attempt to get back to that, get back to our roots of just making films for art's sake, just for fun. And
I don't even know if art's the thing, but like
our creative need.
Yeah, like you gotta get your creative nut off. Like when you were a kid, what did you do on weekends? You like goof around with your friends, and you're just like, oh, like hey, you want to come over Saturday? I don't know what we're gonna do, but like I got these GI Joes and a Superman cape, and like you just run around in your backyard and you're shooting whatever, and like no one knows how to make special effects, no one knows how to do anything, but you improvise. And
We my favorite movie for a while in high school was Desperados. So I gave all my friends. I used to have those squirt guns that looked pretty real, and I'd spray paint them black. And I had Uzis and I had handguns, and I would give them to my friends. And I bought a CD of sound effects for guns, and I from VHS to VHS dubbed the track with them going like this, and had the gunshots work, and that was my weekends. I think other guys would go pick up chicks, and I would make.
I downloaded fonts, and
and I had my friends fake shooting other friends. So that was it. But let me just jump in here.
Are you checking your phone? You took my phone away.
No. Here's this is a little resume for John French, just so you know that he's legit.
Why do you get to have a phone?
I
don't.
First of all,
people don't need to know they can Google me.
We've worked together on countless.
How long have we known
films.
each other? Since '98, right?
I think so.
You were in Jack Beck Production 1 with me.
Yeah, we went to Rochester Institute of Technology together, and we were both film majors, and we fell in love right then, and we worked on lots of movies together. Outside of college, we took a break from reality TV to make 2 films. One, I think we call it the Michigan Movie, and the other one is the American Poop Movie, which you can buy on DVD and stream it, I think. Get it on Amazon. The American Poop Movie was our first feature that was sold and distributed everywhere. It's
14 Oscar nominations, I think. Unfortunately, didn't win any, but lots of nominations.
So John French has worked for G4.
I don't want to name like
for. He's editing for looks like
I don't want to
Unsolved Mysteries for Spike TV. Doing Da Vinci. We've got Ghost Hunters Academy, The Soup with Joel McHale. We've got Wicked Tuna. Oh, and he has got a credit for The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Ghost Hunters, The Voice Australia.
More Ghost Hunters.
And the new show. What's your new show?
That's not important right now.
Okay. So John is very active. He's a great editor. He's
when I say I don't think like I enjoy often the work I do, I think we can both say this, but
we want to create.
It's not our own, and there's other people we're answering to, and rounds of notes, and like 7 people at the network, and like 100 other corporate things, and like our demographic doesn't like when this happens, and I think like it's not.
You always have an executive producer who wants it a certain way and is their way,
which is fine.
But sometimes I miss, and John, I'm sure you feel the same way, that you miss creating those silly films on a Saturday night in high school.
With and it's just like you get kind of one shot at it and you don't overthink it. You're like, like the energy when you're on a shoot or something and it's like the sunset shot and like you only have like 2 minutes to grab it before the sun sets, or like, if you're doing like a live thing, like there's a certain amount of, I don't know, fun or energy or creativeness I think that comes when you don't overthink something like 100 times.
But it's also like your own project that you had a part in creating, and I think that's something I feel like I've lost since I moved to LA, where everything's super competitive and everybody has an agent, or
I don't have an agent.
There's hundreds of short films being made for free that they just offer you lunch, and there's so much of
the
that.
Craigslist post where like they'll give you an IMDb credit and pizza.
Yeah, and I think it's sort of.
But they're just, I mean, not that we're great. They're just idiots like us trying to do something.
Am I low? When I talk.
I don't know.
I don't know if people care. They probably don't care to hear me that much.
Like a little low.
Am I lower than? I was lower than you. Okay, well.
You're much better off than me.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, this is our. Okay, so here's what I'm getting from.
Okay, and when we had a loose idea for this before we started, but we wanted to kind of come up with it on the air, so to speak.
But here's our plan: is we wanted to come up with a podcast that is fresh and new every month, and we wanted to start coming up with ideas on the podcast, and that would be our concrete, say, 3 to 5 minute video, more if we can.
Yeah, like so like right now we're just vamping and trying to come up with the idea for what the structure for the show or the podcast or whatever. But once we're rolling in future episodes, we will sit down and come up with an idea. Scott, what do you want to do this week? I don't know. I got this new camera and I want to make a space movie, or I want to do a music video, or I got these skateboard wheels and I want to see if I can put a GoPro on it and make it roll off a roof. But maybe some stuff will have more plot. Like I got a Hello Kitty figure and I got a Batman figure and I'm gonna make them fuck. Like, and whatever. And but you
this
get
R-rated.
you get cornered into the idea, and like for better or for worse, like whatever we sort of end up with, I think like by the end of the month or by the end of whatever the cycle is, you have to make it. Like you can't say, oh, well, we don't have a Superman costume, we don't have access to a green screen. That doesn't matter. You have to improvise and find a way and like just make it work. And if that means drawing it on notebook paper and whatever you have to do to get it done in the end. But you have to do something, even if it's just a shot of you at the end of the month saying like, oh, we didn't do anything this month, but you have to do something.
And right now it's John and I, and we will try to.
Other people were supposed to be here, but they're all dick faces.
Well, we'll see.
Scott
we'll see.
Doesn't want
to
include anybody else.
No. We'll see in future months if we can get
all of my friends.
Oh my God. We'll see if we can get other people in the future, and we'll see if we can build a.
It would be fun, like
environment.
As more of these go on. If there's like a sort of a core kind of group of people that at least work on this stuff.
So we're saying the general idea is that we're going to come up with the idea, we're going to shoot the idea, then we're going to post the final product and sort of talk about how it went.
Yeah, and have like a post-mortem sort of at the end, like this worked, this didn't work, this was good, this wasn't funny.
And I was thinking, it would be really fun in the future to get everybody else's opinions, family, friends, whoever's paying attention to this, to see.
You mean our millions of viewers?
Millions of viewers someday to comment about like, hey, you guys should do a horror movie.
Why do they talk like that?
I guess that's how people talk in the internet. They hey, why you guys doing
Is
a
it
horror
Norm
movie?
Macdonald?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what'd be funny? Not your videos. That was awful.
Wow. So, if people give us feedback or say, you should have a Michael Bay 360 dolly shot, I'm all for that because I heart Michael Bay. But, I just think it would be fun to get opinions and perspective from outside and kind of make it we want to live the dream. We want to make, I think my favorite moments in life are doing something that it's not necessarily for money. I mean, I worked with Mike Battle on something for The Simpsons, which we've talked about before. And
who's talked about that before?
Oh. Oh.
Did you have a conversation in your head?
So we shot that little Lego.
Scott shot with our friend Mike Battle one of the opening animations for an episode of The Simpsons.
Yeah,
the
another one
one
of our creative
most
genius
famous
friends. Mike Battle's a creative genius who came up with a Lego couch gag for The Simpsons, and I brought my camera over. Back then, I brought my a still camera and a Canon XL1 of all cameras, and we shot. It was in 2007. We shot a little Lego couch gag, which I think you can find on collegehumor.com or some other websites. But that was really fun, and we were doing.
But it
that.
aired at the start of The Simpsons.
Yeah, it was
when
like
they
from
run in and jump
10
on the
p.m. to 2 a.m. a couple nights in a row. We were just goofing around with these Legos, trying to figure out how to stack them correctly so it worked. And sure enough, it got on the show, and we were like, "Wow, that was really cool to see it." It was very surreal, but I think the fun was just making it. And I never saw any credits or money. Thank you, Fox. But it was just fun, and like it's fun, and I want to keep creating stuff.
Yeah, I think that's like the vibe. Like we were like emailing back and forth, sort of about this early on. Like I couldn't think of like a more fun way. Like if it's like 3 a.m. and you're in a garage somewhere, like shooting a model car, doing a crappy explosion with your friends. Like I think that would just like I miss those days. Maybe I shouldn't be in post anymore. Maybe I should go back to production.
But and I think what really got me about this idea of yours is that you're combining sort of what we want to do is just goof around and make silly movies on a time limit for people to enjoy or hate, but also that we have the possibility for feedback from family and friends with the internet age.
I don't
have to
want to have feedback from family or friends. I want feedback from real people.
Wow. But it's we're not sending DVDs to anybody anymore or VHS tapes. It's like it's
how many VHS decks do you have?
Let's not go into that about my VHS
hoarding
collection. But anyway, so let's talk about some ideas.
All right. So anyway, format for this is 20-minute radio, 15-minute radio, kind of talk, chit chat. Let's come up with an idea. How's everyone doing? Blah blah blah. Then there's like a 5-minute movie, and then there's like a 5 or 10-minute like follow up, and then that's it.
Yeah, and I was wondering if we could sprinkle in little bits
no sprinkles.
Well, yeah, like
no.
Maybe because I made that slider, and maybe people would be interested, like how we made it. So we could
think
throw
like
a video on,
yeah,
like,
putting like some of the behind the scenes
stuff,
or
people
stuff
would be
in
like,
there.
Giant Friends, how did you do that? And then
why is Jay Leno watching this and curious about what we're doing?
So I thought we could sprinkle some of that.
Jay Leno and Norm Macdonald are our only audience, which I guess isn't too bad. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was.
We're transitioning into coming up with our first idea. So we've got the structure. We're gonna like right now we're gonna come up with an idea.
Yes.
We're gonna spitball ideas until we come up with something that's functional that we can actually do in like 2 or 3 shooting days and finish it in a month.
2 or 3 shooting days.
We're going to right now. We're going to take on the roles of everybody, but eventually, hopefully, we'll get some people.
It would be cool to
show
have
up.
special guests and stuff.
And
like
maybe we could just switch the roles of the directing and the camera and. Because hell, you've got a Pixel Vision, and I want to shoot on a Pixel Vision. To shoot on an audio tape, that would be
you were
awesome.
Just talking about your audio cassette collection.
I want to use my audio cassettes.
Look at this beautiful collection of cameras and old cell phones that I have up here on my shelf.
We are two
hoarders. One of those cameras has 2 lenses. It's in the Smithsonian. I'm not joking about that. Actually, the second one, I think the Pixel Vision might be in the Smithsonian. I don't know. It shoots on audio cassette tapes. We got, all kinds of. I got a fucking. It doesn't matter.
I can't wait for the Pixel Vision to
That's gonna be like this is what I'm talking about. Like I made stupid movies when I was in 6th or 7th grade, and you'd shoot like my friend is a robot, so I shoot him walking around in the normal camcorder, and then like the robot vision I shot with the Pixel Vision because it looks all pixely and shitty, and that was the robot view. And you you're sitting in front of the TV cutting them together with your crappy camcorder, and somehow or another I got the video off of the Pixel Vision onto a VHS tape. And
Are we going to edit deck to deck? Are we going to do linear?
If you've got the equipment to do it,
I do, but thanks for bringing that up.
If you want to do it, go ahead.
Okay. So, yeah, you know what? I think
Look,
it'll
but
be,
that could be fun one week if that's the challenge, and like
jog shuttle it to find the frame you want to insert.
Yeah.
Off an audio cassette shooting video.
I think it could be fun.
Yeah.
But maybe not every week.
Yeah. So all right. So that's the structure. We got the structure down, and let's talk about our first venture. This is August, so
yeah,
it's gonna be hot. And what are we gonna do? What?
Well, even though we just came up with the structure, I had a loose idea that if this is gonna be like a video podcast, also, what if we did a video intro for this? Or maybe there's like, we have an intro package, and hi, I'm John French, I like movies, I did this and this and this, and maybe we show some old clips of our old movies, or like we do like a intro, a title sequence or something for this. And I don't know what we do about music.
We make our own.
We
don't have the money for licensing
or the
stuff,
talent.
iTunes would find us so fast and sue us. But,
yeah. But, some sort of, I don't know, opening, because I guess that could only be like 30 seconds, which is fine too, because that may be more than enough for this.
Okay, so you and I are going to make a kind of
like opening
like hero collage of us and possibly some things we've made, plus
maybe that's
pretty
different.
shots. I think it'd be fun to do pretty shots of us, like kind of like for a episodic, a sitcom or something. Like
you just hero shots
of us,
head
like
turns and
going,
and you can do that.
Okay, and you sent me a video the other day of you like with your hair wet, kind of like.
No, it wasn't wet. Maybe we do. Washed.
Oh, maybe we should do something like that. Oh, so it's just grease.
It just looked like this.
Oh, so maybe we could do stuff like that. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
with titles.
Yeah.
All right.
And then like maybe additionally, there's like a opening interview sort of thing.
Okay, so we're gonna shoot an interview. We're gonna shoot some titles. What are we gonna call this?
I don't know. I wish we had live viewers.
Your stuff shut off. Is that bad or good?
What shut off?
All the monitors.
What? Oh, the computer, but not this thing. Is
okay.
This thing still recording?
Did it
ever start recording?
And
22 minutes of this shit.
Stop these again. What do you think about that? Okay, so do you envision?
Going further and further back.
I vote. You showed me a video of a company that I will not name that creates their own titles from scratch, like physical titles. I vote we have to do that. We have to shoot.
Oh, that's a lot of work.
We have to shoot.
I think another aspect of this is that it can't be like too much work where that we can't do it. But I just went against what I said.
Yeah.
All right.
We need
I'm
to.
a piece of shit.
What? No
What?
digital titles for this one. We have to create.
Oh,
we
okay.
have to create,
All right.
Like even if we go to sand and draw your name, John motherfucking French, then we put it in the sand and we shoot it with pixel vision, so we have it and we put it in the intro, right? And
yeah.
then okay, so we create.
You're really obsessed with the pixel vision. I hope it still works. You're just gonna be crushed.
If it doesn't work, so help me. I
Scott
have to pay
said we need to come up with a whole big idea where I just have an excuse to use the pixel vision.
I'm like, I just want to shoot a robot POV, so I can use the pixel vision. Affirmative.
I guess Jay Leno is starring as the robot.
So okay, so we're gonna shoot titles in real physical things.
Okay.
We're gonna shoot us in, like you said, action poses plus interviews of what's going on.
They don't necessarily have to be action poses.
Let's get out of the house. I think that would be fun to get out. No, like we're gonna shoot this, like to shoot someplace in LA. We live in LA. We have beautiful scene. We could shoot Mulholland or someplace that is very beautiful, and you and I can go shoot with our nice HD cameras and get some beauty shots of us doing an introduction for this. And what else? You wanted to show clips of our previous films?
Yeah, it was an idea. Just because, I think some of this idea I got inspired by. I was recently at Comic-Con last week or 2 weeks ago, and I saw a panel there by the animator Phil Tippett, who did like Star Wars and Jurassic Park and a bunch of stuff. He did the stop motion stuff, not the CG stuff. And he showed like some of his like home movies that he made when he was a kid. He like loved Ray Harryhausen and stuff like that, so he would just animate like his G.I. Joe figures and stuff, like in the 60s, and they're fighting like blobs of clay or Play-Doh, and because it was on film, and he drew like the lasers and stuff on there, and I was like like watching it, I was like, shit, this is like literally what I did as a kid. So I sort of I got nostalgic for like I used to just have like fun doing that. Like I'd be summer vacation, I'm a kid, and I'm just like staying up late, animating my Legos or Ninja Turtles or whatever. So maybe it would be fun to show some of the stuff we made when we were younger. Not, no one needs to see a 20-minute version of Attack of the Killer Bananas, which is a movie I made. But
I do now.
I don't even know that exists anywhere on any medium.
And I'm sure eventually we'll put postings of some of our old films on this site too, as well as maybe the making of stuff or the equipment or whatever we're working with.
Scott's made some. You can what?
I could do a whole demo about the Pixelvision once I get my hands on it,
or about your deck-to-deck VHS machines.
You like bringing up the VHS machines, don't you?
I recently.
What do you have against
Scott,
the VHS?
Nothing.
I cut so much.
How come you didn't do it in the film? Oh, you this is outside of school.
You know what? If reality TV went back to deck, they would hire me in a second because I would. Just
I think
be
reality TV would
it.
just go away. let's maybe this is something we can implement.
They'd be like, I want to cut this. Hold on, I have to jog shuttle it back to that spot and insert edit. And if I make a mistake, I have to do it again.
And then I have to make a second pass for the sound.
I have to make a set. Yeah. Oh, I have to put it on the linear track of the audio.
Hold on, let me turn on the timecode track.
So, okay. I like where this is going. I like the titles I think we have to make. Physical, I think that would be a good challenge. Beauty shots, showing our old footage.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah?
Yeah,
maybe.
I think that would be good. And
I just got my camcorder back that I forgot you had, so I can plug in all these high 8 tapes.
Yeah, what kind of camcorder is that?
It's a Canon high 8 cam.
Oh, yeah, high 8. Not as good as the Pixelvision, but it's effing sweet. And you know what? I had that for...
Doesn't have 2 lenses, though.
4 or 5 years, I think.
You must have had that for a long time.
Yeah.
I totally
I had a project where I decided
existed.
I wanted to transfer all my high 8 tapes, and I'm not sure if I even did it.
Up there just full of high 8 tapes.
You've got collections of lots of different formats. That's the problem with life, is there's too many formats in life.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I think we're good. I think
I didn't even open my beer yet.
Or the guac.
Oh, son of a bitch!
But I think I'm pretty satisfied with. We're gonna make an opening title sequence, and for this, what are we gonna call this? What's your name for this? What's it?
I was trying to think of ideas. And
okay,
like originally,
think about people came up with the ideas like Facebook,
what?
Napster.
What?
They came up with like Vimeo. Like, what's the next one?
Well, I thought originally I was like, it would be fun to get drunk and make movies. But what if it was called Creative Juices? Because you gotta have creative juice. No, Scott doesn't like it. All right. Another idea I had was because it was inspired by the Phil Tippett panel, was the Tippett point instead of tipping point. 16 sync redux. I don't know. What do you want to call this? How come our phone boards aren't lighting up?
I like the Tippett point only because that was your muse for this.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really say
no
much about us.
I don't know. That might be a good thing.
We might have to figure this out off air. How about what?
Oh, that could be the surprise.
Yeah, okay. How about that? We'll come up with something. We'll reveal it. We'll reveal it in the intro that we're doing. I hope it's good and not some sort of thing about juices, but it's like the John French juices or something. Anyway, we hope all the friends and family and
Oh,
internet
fuck.
people
Why
outside
friends and family?
enjoyed this.
Is this
And
Sprint?
I'm so sorry for John French, but he's a good guy, uh, and yeah,
You just I don't even know what to say.
we're gonna make this work.
How come you're wearing like a suit and I'm wearing like a dirty?
Because I came right from work and
I did too. Oh.
Oh. All right, so I think we figured out idea, and we're going to come up with the name of this whole project. We'll come up with it
Now, question:
and reveal it. What's
Do we
that?
do we post the audio for this beforehand,
Yes.
and then do we allow user submissions to suggest names, or we come up with a name on our own? We got to set up an email and all kinds of shit.
I think for this one we're going to come up with a name on
Okay.
our own. I think we're
Otherwise, we're gonna get all kinds of
we're
things
already
called like
7 days into August,
dick butt.
and 7 days into August, and we have to create this this little
Wait,
intro.
are we making a 30 days or June 1st or September 1st? Whatever month comes next.
September, yes. It must be done. We have a month, and we're gonna start this again September 1st, or around that time. Cool.
Yeah,
All right. Thank you all for watching and
listening. In case the video this never goes anywhere.
Thank you for for listening. I'm doing this whole radio thing podcast.
We might be the only people that ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch this and listen to it. And I'm sure you're gonna make,
Who's gonna cut this shit? I guess you're gonna fucking encode this thing and then I'm gonna edit it, huh? This is gonna be a lot of work. Well, I guess it's all gonna be one take. You can group it for me though, right? Scott's like,
Are we still talking?
yeah, no, I'm serious. We're not done yet, right?
Oh, I thought we were.
Oh, I didn't.
I
Were
thought
we
we still
signing
done.
off? All right.
All right.
Let's
So-
sign off.
So to sign off, let's
Here's
do.
to the future, and if this doesn't go anywhere, here's to the present.
Yes. Here's to filmmaking and our creativity and making some fucking great.
Getting our creative
yeah.
juices flowing.
Oh yeah, some great film right here.
All right. Cheers.